Good afternoon, boys and girls. Mrs. Disidores here to do the third grade read aloud of Superfudge. Today is Monday, April 20th. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. So, chapter 9 is actually called Superfudge. So we know Fudge, but now he's Superfudge. So this is kind of interesting. Let's see what goes on here. Fudge has a friend. His name is Daniel. He's pudgy with a lot of red hair and ears that stick out more than mine. I'm thinking this is him on the back cover. This is the illustration. No. Let's see what he's like. I'm kind of interested in him. The first time I saw him, he was standing in front of Uncle Feather's cage, lecturing to Fudge. Myna birds are native to India and other parts of Asia. The common house myna is a bold, fearless bird, somewhat larger than a robin. Robin! Robin! Uncle Feather repeated. Get up and listen, Fudge told Uncle Feather. Don't you want to learn about yourself? Daniel continued. The myna is a noisy, sociable bird. I'll say, I said from the doorway, where I'd been listening. Daniel turned around and stared at me. Who are you? He asked. Peter. Father, I told him. Who are you? Daniel Menhem. I'm 6. I live at 432 Vine Street. You want to make something of it? He delivered the sentence in a tough guy voice so that it came out like something like, you want to make something of it? Not especially, I told him, trying not to laugh. Daniel turned back to Uncle Feather. Many myna birds learn to imitate the human voice. They can talk, sing, and whistle. The common house myna is Acryodephorus species, A. tristis. Daniel is a bird expert, Fudge said. So I see, I answered. You want to hear about the vulture? Daniel asked. Maybe some other time, I told him. Daniel came for lunch on Saturday. Would you like peanut butter or tuna fish? Mom asked him. Tuna fish, Daniel said. You want to make something of it? No, Mom said, looking surprised at Daniel's tough guy line. Tuna fish will be just fine. Where's the TV? Daniel asked. I always watch TV while I'm eating. It's in the living room, Fudge said. You don't have a TV in the kitchen? Daniel asked. No, Mom said. We don't. I feel sorry for you, Daniel said, pushing back his chair. He stood up. I guess I'll have my lunch in the living room. We don't watch TV while we're eating, Mom said. So why don't you sit down and wait until lunch is ready? Daniel pouted. I won't have much of an appetite without the TV. Well, if you're not hungry, you don't have to eat, Mom said. TV shouldn't have anything to do with it. I was thinking it wouldn't hurt the kid to skip a couple of meals anyway. I watched The Muppet Show, Sesame Street, and The Electric Company, Fudge said, as if anybody cared. And all the commercials. I never miss the commercials. They're my favorites. My father used to write commercials, but now he's writing a book. One time, I was in a commercial. I rode a toddle bike. No, you didn't, Daniel said. I did too, Fudge told him. I don't believe you, Daniel said. Mom brought the tuna fish sandwiches and 2 glasses of milk to the table. I don't eat anything with onions, Daniel said. I don't eat lima beans or peas. I only drink chocolate milk and cut the crust off my bread. Whoa, this boy is quite demanding. There are no onions, lima beans, or peas in the tuna fish, Mom said. I knew her from her voice. She was about ready to tell Daniel exactly what he could do with his lunch if he didn't like it. But she walked back to the pantry and brought out the Choco. You can put in as much as you like, she said, as she cut off the crust of Daniel's sandwich. There. Now you should be all set. Wasn't I in a commercial, Mommy? Fudge said. Yes, Mom said. Fudge was in a toddle bike commercial. See, I told you. Did you get paid? Daniel asked. I don't know, Fudge said. Did I get paid, Mommy? I wasn't there, Fudgy, remember? I was visiting Aunt Linda and the new baby in Boston. Oh, that's right, Fudge said. So he asked me, did I get paid, Peter? You got all the Oreos you could eat. I got Oreos, Fudge told Daniel. I hate Oreos, Daniel said. What are you all guys thinking about Daniel? He's pretty funny, but, I don't know. Pretty interesting, isn't he? On the same day that Daniel was eating his tuna fish sandwich without onions, peas, lima beans, or crust, Tootsie learned to crawl. 1 minute she was just rocking back and forth on all fours, and the next minute she was moving across the floor. Mom ran to get Dad, and he raced upstairs for the camera. And for the rest of the day, we took home movies. Tootsie was the star. Only Daniel was unimpressed. All babies crawl, he said. After a week of crawling, Tootsie became an expert. She could move so fast it was hard to keep up with her. Not only that, but she learned to pull herself up to a standing position. You couldn't move anything around anymore. Whatever she found went straight into her mouth. And she found everything, from crayons to spools of thread, from Legos to Dad's notebook. She chewed up 3 pages of notes one afternoon, and it took Dad all night to try to glue them back together. Mom and Dad decided to baby-proof the house. They removed everything that Tootsie could possibly reach. Tootsie was very pleased with herself. She said, "Ogo bafafafum." Turtle learned to crawl, too. He'd move across the floor flat on his belly, and Tootsie would chase him, laughing. Turtle and Tootsie were friends. I kept the door to my room closed at all times. I wasn't taking any chances. Dad put up a gate at the top of the stairs and another at the bottom. You had to be careful not to step on Tootsie. She was always underfoot. Put her in the playpen, Fudge wailed one day after she got into his Legos and scattered them. She needs the freedom to explore, Dad explained. Well, too bad if she gets in my way, Fudge said. She'll just have to learn that I'm her big brother. And clunk, he stepped on her arm and Tootsie screamed. All right, so we're going to stop there for today. We met Daniel, Fudge's new friend. He seems like quite the character. Not very polite, I'd say. Very bold. Does what he wants, says what he wants. We also learned that Tootsie's starting to crawl, so she's starting to get into things. And if you have any baby brothers or sisters or cousins, you know how that is. Once they start moving and crawling around, you definitely have to be careful. So we will finish the rest of this chapter tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.